Fuck Mavzar. Fuck Lerone Murphy. Diego Lopez needs a rematch with Volkanovski. And here we are to talk about it. Now, that was just the intro. I really do think Movsar Evloev normally, under any other circumstances, would be getting a title shot. But Diego Lopez makes a decent point. These guys are legitimately relatively inactive. But Lerone Murphy should be getting the title shot. Lerone Murphy has been active. He fought Josh Emmett and then took a short notice fight against Aaron Pico. I get that Diego Lopez just KO'd John Silva, but still, it's like, what did Lerone Murphy do to get fucked over this hard? Bro's getting cucked right now, and it's unfortunate. But you know what? I kind of fuck with this heel turn. If Diego Lopez plays his cards right, he could be the biggest villain in the sport, and it was gonna be the funniest thing ever. Funniest thing ever. Let me set the stage for you. Everyone's already mad that he's getting this title shot. Everyone's mad. He goes out there and he knocks out Volk brutally. Volk retires because he's been knocked out again. And he says, you know what, I'm 37, 38, getting old. I have a legacy. I can't do this no more. Stay with me, guys. If he KOs Volkanovski, and the last memory we have of Volk is him out cold, then throwing the gloves down, calling it a career, the fan base is going to turn on Diego Lopez because they already believe he doesn't deserve the shot. Now hear me out. He plays into this. And then Yair Rodriguez for the first title defense. Do it. It'll be the fucking perfect heel turn. We always complain about the UFC lacking stars, and when the UFC makes star-friendly decisions, then we get mad. Now, I understand, merit-wise, Lopez does not deserve this title shot. But in terms of star-making ability, who would you rather have in a title fight? Lerone Murphy, Movsar Evloev, or Diego Lopez? Diego, head movements for bitches Lopez. Diego, swang and bang Lopez. Diego, the monster, is a fucking monster. He's going to absolutely do all of this shit. And if he does knock out Volkanovski and then turns around in like June or July with his first title defense being against Yair Rodriguez, the community will turn so hard against him and it'll be the perfect villain moment. Because there's no stars at featherweight. No one's going to carry the kind of star power that Volkanovski has right now. And if Volk retires, which all signs from inside sources are saying that, yo, this is Volk's last fight. Volk is going to retire. If he retires on a knockout loss and then we get Diego Lopez popping crazy shit, imagine the star potential. Fan-friendly fighter. Everyone already hates him. He's talking crazy on Instagram or whatever. We get a Yair Rodriguez fight in Mexico. Hear me out, buddy. Hear me out, bruh. We get the Yair Rodriguez versus Diego Lopez fight for the actual belt. And by the time Lerone Murphy and Movsar Evloev turn around and get their title shots at late 2026, we're going to have a star-making performance. We're going to have a star at champion. Because I think Diego Lopez does Yair Rodriguez dirty easily. I mean, that free legacy, free title fight. And then we get Lopez versus Aljamain Sterling. Lopez versus Movsar Evloev. Lopez versus Lopez Evloev 2 for the belt with Lopez as the champion. It'd be perfect. That's absolute cinema. I hate having to explain this to people. Like, we are on the cups of having a superstar. He has a very fan friendly style. The Mexican fan base loves him. The Brazilian fan base loves him. The American fan base loves him. And the international fan base loves him. He fights in an incredibly fun style. He's dangerous as hell. Oh man. Oh man. If he goes out there and sleeps Volkanovski, and then Volk calls it a career, the Yair Rodriguez fight is the perfect segue. Get him his free title defense. It's going to be a fun build-up. It's going to be a hype build-up. Everyone's going to hate him because he just knocked out Volkanovski. He's going to ragdoll Yair Rodriguez. And everyone's going to hate it because it's Yair Rodriguez and not Movsar and not Lerone Murphy. And then he turns around and just starts rattling off title defenses. Movsar in the rematch that honestly should have already happened. Lerone Murphy. And then turns around and fights Aljamain Sterling. Retires Aljo. Shit, Aljo might retire if this dude becomes champ because he don't want to fight him. It would be perfect. And exactly what the featherweight division needs. I mean, could you imagine a Steve Garcia versus Diego Lopez title fight? It'd be absolute fucking chaos. And that's the perfect star-making, star-building performance we need. I think this is a much better thing than people are giving it credit for being. Because I get it, the meritocracy of the sport exists. You want the guy like Movsar Evloev, who's the number one contender, to get his shot. You want the guy like Lerone Murphy, who's undefeated, who just took the biggest risk of his career to get rewarded for taking such risk. This might be so crazy good for the UFC that we might need to just shut the fuck up and let the cards play out. I can see Diego Lopez going on the greatest villain arc we've ever seen, and it might be beautiful. Just imagine, we do all this, then Diego Lopez becomes champ. Diego Lopez is incredibly active. He's defending the belt 3-4 times a year. We're getting the Movsar fight, the Lerone fight, the Aljo fight, a Garcia title defense, a rematch with Jean Silva, like Arnold Allen fight. Like, all of these are on the very, very near horizon. We just need to get through the dark days. We need to get through the dark times. I'm telling you, like, if Volk retires, I will cry. There's no ifs, ands, but I will be crying. But this might be a blessing in disguise. Sometimes you just gotta take yourself out of the situation and look at it from a different perspective. And I think that this will be a positive thing more than anything else. Don't forget to like and subscribe.